Namaste, everyone. At times when we are praying and doing our sadhana, it feels like sometimes our Devi Ma or Lord Shiva or your Ishta Devata is very hard to please. No matter what you do, the problem still stays. And sometimes we feel so frustrated. And sometimes we feel, are they even listening? Is it any good that we are following this God, or do we want to change our loyalties and ask someone else to help us? So we do get into all these self-doubt. So yesterday, as you all know, I was a little upset about Ma asking me to do 3 chapters, and I was pleading Ma to do 3 chapters, but she was asking me to do the whole of part. And then as to test the endurance, the fire stopped, and it was so difficult for me because those big logs were not catching fire, and it was so hard. But still, she did not budge. And then I was pretty upset. I was like, literally, I became a drama queen and said, I don't know for whom I'm doing these prayers. You just ask me, and in the name of surrender, I'm pushing myself hard. And even though it feels that I have no idea to whom will actually this benefit, I trust you and I'm just doing whatever you say. And today I requested you after 30 days that I want to do 3 chapters instead of 9 or 10. And then you you didn't budge to my request, and I'm so upset about it. And then yesterday I was a bit low because of this. And then looking at my message, there were a few people who also echoed, like, why is this mask so hard to please? Why is it that it's so frustrating at times? And it is sometimes true. And then I asked today in the home, Mama, why are you so hard to please? Why is it that you don't listen to any of our prayers at once when we ask? This is the answer she gave me. She said that I'm like a coach. And, whenever you go to a professional sport training coach, you're going to get trained on, say, playing professionally tennis or cricket or football or any to that. So there's an end goal, and hence you go to that coach. And inside of that, your coach asks you to do push-ups, pull-ups, wax in, wax out kind of exercises where you're, say, in case if you're training on tennis, your forehand has to be done, like, say, 100 times or 200 times. You're, if you're training on football, maybe you need to stay at one place and shoot, and then same with basketball or any other professional place. So you're doing the same movement 100 times for you to get accuracy and precision the sport required for you to become a champ. And similarly, in my training camp, I train people because firstly, whoever bestowed Durga Ma or source gods, Lord Shiva and any other source gods, it is a sign that they are trying to help you with the release of karma, which is the very root cause of all this suffering. And during, and it's like in between multiple lifetimes you would have led, and we have faced the same kind of behavior, which is like has become an autopilot for us to do it, which is convenient to us, comfort to us. And the subconscious mind is also trained. I've been doing multiple videos on how this all moves on from aura, from past life to aura, and to that to chakras, and then it becomes a kind of subconscious conditioning, which indirectly dictates our behaviors and actions. So inside of that, no matter what, divine is asking us to do certain thing, we ignore, because it's so used for us to do what we are so used to do, but perhaps it's not in line with what divine wants us to do, which is the first step of Saranagati, which is doing what divine wants and avoiding what divine doesn't want. And then today, very jovially mastered, you're teaching surrender to the world. You're cribbing about having no support from the people at your home or society or anyone else for you to help you to run these for extended amount of time. But you forgot to vouch on me, that you didn't trust me, that you would, if at all you are to do it, I will provide. Why did you forget it? She asked me that. So first thing she told me is I'm a trainer and my training sessions will be the similar to what a professional coach would do, and I would not budge until I see the transformation I want in you. And similarly, how a coach keeps on pushing you to do your best, I would also push you to do your best. And sometimes, even though I know you are tired, I know um, you're really pleading, praying, and it was not, it was done from a very selfless intention. I know all of that. And still, I wanted to ensure that you do 9 chapters because in the long run, it's going to do good by you. Because when you pray, I want people to transform. I want you to have that power in you, which is your Sankalpa Siddhi. And when you pray, any kind of concern humanity has, it should cure. It should, it should be freed. And to get that power, today you have to do this wax in, wax out of going through multiple prayers, learning multiple way to perfectly pronounce. And also, uh, like say for me, it's like three things, right? One is I can hear her voice. I can figure out that she or he is talking to me when I'm doing Homa. The second is I have to look after the fire and the fire road and the stuff. And third is I have to pray. I have to chant the mantra. So all three are mental activities that are happening parallelly, which requires a kind of extended amount of focus and concentration. So she said, this is all needed for you to, for you to show up the way I want you to show up. Who can be a trustworthy guru who can help humanity get away from their karmic loops. So I'm not gonna budge whenever you ask, plead, and stuff. And secondly, when I said, why is it that, I will do another video on Siddhis, but of late, I think from 10, after 10 days of continuously doing Homa, I think I got this powers of controlling the nature. Like it was pouring in Bangalore multiple times. And when I say I want to do Homa stop, sun used to come off. And others, they'll tell me, half an hour, please wait, the sun will come. Even sun god will say, please wait half an hour, I'm gonna get you a shadow, I'm gonna get you a cloud. When it used to happen so. And then when the fire is coming towards me, I used to say, please wind that side. And wind used to blow that side. So I used to be protected from those blazing fires. Because when I do for humanity and world, when people have so much of bad karma, the fire is really very, very huge and very, very fierce. And then a lot of, um, um it takes a lot of heat because Ma is burning or Rudra Sivaya is burning all that negativity in that holy fire. So even how much ever ghee or dravyas I put, it still burns very, very harshly. So there's something called Davali that I get. So my dad has given me that saying, please use this. And that's, if you put that, it's not impacting my legs and stuff. Otherwise, my whole body is like very, very on hot. Every part of my body is so hot after this homas and all. That's the reason I'm not doing multiple videos of late because the whole body burns. And so I have to manage it. I have to learn to manage because this is not, when she asked me to do, I thought it might be for 10 days or 11 days or 15 days, but looks like it's going to be a prolonged session. So I need to manage my time better. That's a learning from me. But then this is what is a message for you, that she's acting as a coach. And the coach will never be like sweet to the kids. Whenever they say we want to procrastinate or we want to do it, they're not gonna budge. So, but for you, since perhaps you will not be able to hear her voice or get that sign, you may see that it's like a stonewalling where you just whatever you do, you're not getting a response from them. But with me, maybe my, uh, I'm privileged that she has given me this small window where I'm able to hear back the conversations. And that's when I'm pleading and she's saying no, I'm pleading and she's saying no. Perhaps you might be also doing the same, saying, Amma, I will do this much. And she might be saying, no, you have to do things that you ought to do. She might be guiding you in things that you ought to do, but since you're not listening to her answer, you might be procrastinating or doing the same action which you've been doing in autopilot mode. So better maybe once close your eyes and get present to that area which is totally struck for you, and let the guidance come to you in the next 24 hours through your knowingness, like somebody in your heart is telling in a very feeble voice, you should do this for this. Or before going to bed, just go before going to bed, ask that question and let Ma answer you in the dreams, or look for videos. Just keep that question out there, and Ma is gonna respond in through multiple ways. Maybe one of your elders is gonna speak the same about it, or you might read it in a book, or you might be hearing a song and something stands out, or you are watching a video and something feels like an answer that you've been asking. So all of these are the signs Ma responds. Or you might be seeing repeated numbers, synchronicities. So all of these are signs. So be watchful about it and see in whatever area you are doing what she is not doing. She is not asking you to do because you're doing it in an autopilot mode. Just pause, watch the videos I've been doing on Saranagati and surrender, and to simply say, just pause for 90 seconds. When you're inside a message says do, and your autopilot mode is saying don't do, because it is born because of survival. You need to hold yourself and somehow do it, and then see what changed and leave the result to her. Like, that was the same thing she wanted me to prove you, that no matter what, I was cribbing, crying, but still I completed whole of the part and completed the Punahuti. Even it was like 3:30 by the time I finished on this. I started at 10 yesterday, and yet I did it. And that's what she wanted to prove you all, that when you follow me or when you look upon me, I should be doing not just the talk, but also act. So preaching is not even anyways my style of teaching, but doing and acting in accordance with divine will, and struggling in that process, but still trying not to give up just because she asked me to do this, and then moving forward is what I've been doing so long. And now that you found me, maybe for the first time or nth time, this channel will only talk about how you can practice the divine connection and getting closer to her by means of parabhakti, which is sadhagati, surrendering, and ensuring you complete your karmic loops and get liberation in that area which you are struggling the most. So see if this resonates with you, and perhaps res- uh, retrospect. And in response to a conversation we jovially had, that we are gonna, um, switch our loyalties to Lord Shivaya. She said the same. It's not that it's gonna be changing to another god, but it's like if you've done sadhana for X amount of days and time, you've got this much siddhi, and then you're switching to your loyalties to another god. So you're again starting from zero. So already with me, you moved 10 steps. So better to move the next 20 steps so that you get hear what I'm saying, so that you complete it and get rid of the problem, rather than thinking about switching loyalties and finding another god, trying their sadhana, and then starting from zero, and then take another few steps forward, not hearing their communication, or not getting result, again disappointing yourself. So don't try to deity hot, be with one source word and bestow upon them and try to get mantra siddhi and understand what I am like divine is trying to communicate to you to resolve that particular problem. Sometimes it might mean you might have to trust her more. Sometimes it might mean you might have to let go. Sometimes it might mean work hard. Sometimes it might mean um, giving up certain things because maybe that's not the path for you. Sometimes it might mean um, uh, maybe saving or maybe um, reflecting on relationships and try to be more empathetic, tolerant, patient. Sometimes standing up for yourself. Sometimes it might be speaking out what your expression are, what your likes and preferences are and stuff like that. So just see what the guidance she's giving and take lines in line with what the divine is asking you to do and avoid doing what your subconscious mind, which you usually do in autopilot, is asking you to do, and leave the outcome to her. Let and trust that whatever that outcome, it is gonna be for the good of you. In my case, I'm doing this havans. I don't know for whom it'll help. It'll help me or not. Also, I don't know, and it'll help you also or not. I can only ask Amma, please, let everyone be do good. Let these prayers be given to everyone who are in need and let them move from stagnancy to little more movement towards their dreams to be realized or towards their wish fulfillments. Please include me also into that list for whatever areas you think I need to move forward in my areas of um, struggle. And I don't know whether uh, it will be given today, tomorrow, or when. But all I know is, am I doing my work to the level best I can? And look at the signs that she's showing. Like if you have seen my pictures, a lot of colorful pictures that come up in our homas. It's not usually so for everyone. And I'm not doing anything special. I don't use FX. I don't have that much time to do all these things that I do Photoshop and stuff. So I just put raw because I'm so tired after this 5 hours or 4 hours. So morning, if I wake up, I till 2:33, I'll be doing only the God's work. So and that's when I upload into my status or into the YouTube or wherever, and it's just raw. How I click, I just upload. So what she says is all these are signs that Ishti Devatas are showing up on the wall figurines. They don't come because when you ask for yourself, they come for others. So who are all heard of the word Ishti Devatas. Some of our tribe member has educated me that they come only when the prayers are done selflessly for others' benefit. So I felt very happy that they come to bless you all. The purpose is met. And the three modules are used only for helping you to get more sweeter. So we are all doing right things and she's showing signs. Sometimes she comes, sometimes there are Ishti Devatas that come. And there are times when there are a lot of negative energies going away from our home, which is all she's cleansing you at the back. And there are a lot of times when there are a lot of colorful images, a sign that she's gonna fill our life with color. So all of these are little things that make me propel into this direction. And trust me, it's not hard for me because I did surrender and it just happens. I don't think it's hard work. She asked me, I'm doing it for you all. That's all is my equation in this. And the rest all about money, resources. She said she's gonna look into it. So she's gonna somehow, I don't know from where she will help me with the resources of finance and manpower, or maybe she'll make me only more strong so that I don't need any more help. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm going on with a lot of resolute that yes, I need to continue this. And if she says I need to wake up at 4, I'll wake up at 4. I'll ensure that I'm gonna sleep early at night and do all of this so that it'll benefit you. One 4 o'clock waking up will help the whole humanity. It's nothing, right? When we are doing engineering and for a lot of times when you had releases and all, we used to do late night outs, right? When I was working at NSM and all. So even in the entrepreneur journey, I done a lot of them. So it's nothing that it can't be done. It's just that, um, sometimes when we are not able to do, and that's when I need to surrender. That's what is the lesson she taught me. Uh, I hope I'm, I hope I'm not all over the place. It's just a very impromptu video message because we thought of yesterday very funnily complaining about gods and all to all the near dear ones and cribbing about how she's not helping me and stuff. And then the answer she gave me is very simple. I'm a coach. So just wax in, wax out. Do whatever I say. Don't question. Plan yourself. I told you wake up at 4. You did not. So you need to bear the consequences. So when a student goes late to the court, the coach says 100 rounds. He will do or she will do. Same with you. So you're not going to get any brownie points because you're doing it for someone else. No. You're doing it for yourself or you're doing it for someone else. It's the same. When you come into my school, I'm going to teach you the best. And I will not leave until you transform the way it is good for you in the longer purpose. And if you think daily hopping is an answer, you're not at even a word. So don't even think about it if you really want to quickly get over this concern that you're going through. These were the short summaries of what she told me. And also asked to convey to all of you. Whoever is ready to hear this message will definitely hear out. And please continue your sadhana. Don't lose faith. She is watching over and she's gonna support us all. And I sincerely wish with your prayers and my prayers, your life becomes more beautiful, your wishes get fulfilled, and Ma blesses everyone in this world so beautifully, like Dharma prevail, so that like we leave the next generation with a peaceful earth, and let us all get moksha because we have been going through this cycle of birth, suffering, death, because we are not learning the lessons. So let's put a stop to it and let us go to her feet after we pass away and let us leave this earth for the next generations to come where dharma prevails, where people can trust each other, people will be tolerant with each other, people will pray to God, people will still believe in rituals and Hinduism, let it move forward. Let everyone get more spiritual and not fake babas and gurus or people who are doing subjugations to get fan of following and stuff like that. Let Ma look after them and let us not fall into their prey. That's only my sincere request. Let us all bestow to the source gods and let us build faith on them. That's what we exist for, right? So uh, that's what it is. So thank you so much for all the love and support. And I'll take care of myself. Please do take care of yourself too. Namaste.